Hi everybody, it's Sandy Lee Meehan, and welcome to day 3 of the 50-day journey. I gotta tell you, I just love reading everybody's comments that you're posting after the videos and the exercises and stuff. I'm just so honored and proud of you all for going a little bit deeper inside of yourself. And I know some of this might be stirring some stuff up for you, but please know that that's a good thing. Anytime you go within, anytime you want to grow, you might bump into some stuff that's unresolved. And I got to tell you, this is the day that I leave Santa Fe today. And being here and going through this whole process of creating my one-woman show, it's stirring up some stuff for me that I've had to look at this week. It's been immensely therapeutic, really creative. But one of the themes that I have noticed in my life this week is how many times I have had to say goodbye. Whether it's a goodbye that I've initiated through divorce, through ending of relationships, or goodbyes that have been thrown upon me, relationships that ended that I didn't want to end, or people dying that I didn't want to die. And the question that we came to this week was, what do you do when you have to say goodbye but you don't want to? And also, what do you do after you say goodbye? So I did some writing around it, and I want to share a story first. It's 17 years ago, and my daughter Talia is at Beth Israel Hospital in Boston. She was diagnosed with a 1 in a million metabolic disorder that eventually took her life after 31 days of being in the hospital. And while we were there, I was married at the time with Rich. While we were there, it was like all the doctors and the nurses, the support staff, my family and friends, it was like just a really wonderful, nurturing, loving, healing time. And the hospital was like our womb, for the whole time that Talia was there. And the night that she dies, we walk into her room, and by the time we got there, she had just passed. And we stay probably for an hour with her in the room and hold her. Beautiful. She was still warm. And when I leave the room, I think, what do you do now? What do I do now that I've said goodbye? How do I live? My life is going to look entirely different. So this week I had to relive that, and I had to look at that again, and I took it into my writing with God. So my question to God was, what do you do after you say goodbye? And this is God's response. You breathe, you slow down, you don't rush to the next moment. The tendency is to try and hurry up to make sense of it, to hurry up and heal from it, to hurry up and see the spiritual gift from it. Just be with this. And I wrote, but really, what do you do after you say goodbye? And God said, you sit, and you breathe, and you be. But I want to run from this moment. I want to distract myself from this moment because that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. God says, as many do. But in this brokenness, you will feel your wholeness and realize that your wholeness can never be broken. When you're sitting with all the broken pieces of your life around you, notice what is still there. Notice what is still left. You might say nothingness. You might say everything. They are one and the same. This presence that you might feel is the essence of your soul, the essence of the hero within you, the essence of God. Welcome home to that hero within you. So I'm not sure what in your life is saying goodbye to you, or what you're asking yourself to say goodbye to so that you can experience a higher and greater vision for your own life. And then I ask God, well, how do you say goodbye when you don't want to, but you know that it serves the higher vision of your life? And God said, first of all, look at what you imagine goodbye to mean that feels painful for you. Now, when I did this writing, I was referring to a relationship that just ended for me personally. And I wrote, goodbye means I don't love you and you don't love me. Goodbye means someone else is more special. Goodbye means we'll never see each other again. Goodbye means we don't care. Goodbye means one of us is not enough. Goodbye means you're going to be in pain. Goodbye means, what if you never have this again? Goodbye means final, done, kaput. See, that's all the stuff that the voice in the head can say. And God asked me, is any of that true? God said, goodbye can mean letting go so new growth can happen. Goodbye can mean I love me enough to listen to my heart. Goodbye can mean I honor what I desire and I desire what I honor. Goodbye can bring you to infinite wisdom, that you take that love with you and that relationships don't end, they just change form. Then the voice in my head said, yeah, intellectually I know this, but I still want to hold on. And God said, what is it that you're holding on to? And I wrote, a feeling that a person made me feel. God said, perhaps it was you that allowed yourself to open to that place and feel it. There are many who can't. Perhaps it was you that allowed yourself to open to that place and feel it. There are many who can and will remind you of that. And I said, but it hurts. And God said, so sit, breathe, and be. As you sit with the broken pieces of your dreams, notice what is left. This presence, this essence of your soul, is the hero that lies within you. Welcome home to that hero that lies within you. So, my dear fellow journeyers, as you hear this and as you feel the energy that's coming through with it, just know that whatever it is that's saying goodbye to you, or whatever it is that you're asking yourself to say goodbye to, it means life is ready to blossom into fuller form for you. Please know that. I know that you know that in your heart already. You just might need a reminder today. So for your journal writing exercise, what I would suggest is, take a moment and ask, what is this thing or this person that feels like a goodbye perhaps is necessary? And look at what you feel your fears might be around saying goodbye and what that might mean. And maybe it's time to shift for you how you see goodbye, so that you'll know that no matter what it is that leads your life, you, the essence of you, is still here. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, post your comments below. Bye.